pulled one card, and the card that came out was blessed, okay? And then I started hearing a song, which often happens. And the lyrics say, I don't give a damn about my reputation. Okay, I'm not going to sing it. This energy is also really funny. The energy that I'm tapping into right now, okay? You are a very blessed individual, all right? You know that. And there's like this certain reputation that you are just like throwing to the wind. It's literally that energy, okay? I do apologize to my card, but I wanted to make a point. I hold a lot of respect for my cards. But anyways, you don't care anymore about like, what don't you care about? There's a certain reputation that you've been upholding lately, okay? And this is what is being let go of. You see how this fairy is like floating, okay? She's in the lotus position, it seems, anyways. And she's just like calmly drifting away, all right? But it's funny because the song is very chaotic. So it's like, imagine this mixed with that, I don't give a damn about my reputation, the song, okay? It's quite hilarious, to be honest. All right, so another one that came out was To Be Fair, okay? Because I started tapping in more into this energy because it was intriguing, you know? And there's something about time, okay? So it's time to be fair. That's what I'm hearing with these two cards. This reputation that you've been holding up, okay? It hasn't been fair to you, is what I'm getting here, okay? And there's things that are coming into balance. I mean, obviously, with this card. There's a pearl, and then there's a fortune cookie. And the pearl is being weighed against the fortune cookie, okay? Which I found really interesting, because the last one that came out is the Fates. So, it's kind of what the fortune cookie brings, right? Is the fortune, the fate of one's destiny, okay? Blah, blah, blah. Words. There's something about words. I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, you have taken it upon yourself, is what I heard with this card coming out. You got tired of relying upon the fate that was bringing things to you that were unfair. And that's where this energy of, I don't give a damn about my reputation, okay? It's a little bit of like a rebel spirit that's being ignited within you right now. And it's time. It's time for things to balance out. It's time for things to balance out. Oh yes, Spirit said there is an owl. There is an owl on this one's head. Okay? There's an owl. There's wisdom. Using your crown chakra. Okay? Bringing in wisdom from the higher realms. There's something about coming to a realization that, like, these reputations of yours they weren't necessary. There's a certain amount of caring, a little too much. And that's what's being let go of. Because in letting go of that, the scales can then begin to balance themselves out. It's almost like you trying to hold up a certain reputation is what was weighing you down. It was weighing you down. That makes sense. And then once you let go of that, you were able to like float and go with the flow a little more easier. Oh, it's 22. I just noticed that too. Number 22. This energy is really interesting because it's like, it's rebel energy, but it's also so calm and serene at the same time. It's like you don't give a truck anymore, okay? But there's like this peace and calm about it. It's like you're not shoving this in people's faces. You're not being egotistical about it at all. And the more that you flow in this energy, the more blessed you become. And the more you take the fate out of the fate's hands. And you begin to wield it yourself in your own hands, okay? The hands have the clock. There's also something about realizing that time doesn't matter as well. The fact that the numbers on this clock are like being obliterated, falling off. They're all like falling away. Shrapnel. I'm hearing shrapnel with this as well, with the imagery. Exploding. Blown to smithereens. And some of this fate here, the reason why it wasn't yours to begin with was because it was put upon you through the reputations. Through, I almost said repetition. Repetition with the reputation by others. Okay? Showing up like clockwork for people placing their unfair judgments and fates upon you. And that's what's changing. That's why you're reaching this like balanced fairness. To be fair. There's also a little bit of illusion going on because at first I saw 4 arms and hands, but then I realized that there's arms of the scales. And then there's her arms that are placing the items in the scales. I put the cards back into the deck to see if there's anything else that needs to come out here for this energy that's being presented to the collective in this day. This vibe of like the rebel reaching a certain amount of peaceful serenity within themselves. Letting go of the reputations that they have been repeatedly upholding for so long. It's like you came to an understanding that by holding up these reputations, by worrying about what people thought of you, by staying faithful to things that were unfaithful to you, unfair, unjust, you were allowing your energy then to be siphoned. And you needed your energy back so that you can kind of float on, you know, in that blessed energy. And also not feeling sorry about coming into the blessing. See? Time to go. Exactly. You realized that it was time to go because you are working on your own happiness. And you do not care about what they think with the happiness that you are obtaining in all of this either. And that doesn't mean to say that you don't care about the people. It just means that there was a shift there. There's a shift, right? My nose is itchy. There was a shift in where your energy was being focused. You realized that your energy was mostly being focused on the reputations that you unnecessarily needed to keep because they were draining you. Ultimately, they were draining you of your own energy, and that's why it was time to go. Just like with that time card coming out, taking the fate in your own hands. It's time for you to go. That doesn't mean you don't have remorse, but don't let that turn into guilt either. That's what I'm hearing. Tapping into your higher power. What is that? I thought that was a key. Kind of reminds me of a unicorn horn too. But it looks like the thing on the music box that you turn to turn the gears of the music box. You've gotten in touch with your higher power in this. And look at what's on the bottom of the deck again. Again, dude. Enjoying the fruits of your own labor. Enjoying the harmony and the balance. Releasing the worry about how it's going to make other people feel by walking away. This is how you became lighter. You needed to lighten the load. And it's not something to feel guilty about either. You know that. You still have thoughts though. Somewhere inside, you feel a bit guilty. Feel a bit guilty for leaving. But you see, you're not really leaving them behind. No man left behind, right? But you're not, because what it's really doing is ultimately it's going to bring them to their higher power as well. That's the ultimate goal here. And by you walking away, it's the catalyst for them to find their own way. It's like, by you leaving, you became the way shower. And when you realized that this energy needed to be used, but in a different way, because where you were once being drained, your cup now just runneth over. Your cup runneth over. You're at peace, you're at harmony, you're at balance. And you are showing others how to get there as well. Sometimes by removing yourself from situations, it causes a much better effect than if you were to just stay and allow things to split the deck again. Allow things to create a fate that is illusionary. By caring too much, by trying to pull others through the trudge, is what I heard. By finding your own serenity, you're showing them how to find theirs. And that's the gist of it. Thank you so much for sharing your energy here. There's a lot of people that could learn a lot of things from you, even if it's learned by you walking away. So continue on. Embrace this energy. It's amazing. You deserve it. Until next time, I love you. Peace.